everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is clearly not going to be a makeup tutorial, but rather I'm going to be sharing with you guys my plastic surgery experience. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any future videos like this or any other makeup tutorials as well. I just want to say that this video is just my experience. I'm not in any way encouraging or saying anyone or everyone should do this. This is just my experience. This is not something that I haven't shared before. I've actually done like a public post on Instagram, which should be popping up like right here. And I've always shared it on my Snapchat as well. Every time I've gone in for a touch-up or a like post-op checkup, I always post about it. So yeah, this isn't something that was like hidden or anything. I had just never gone into detail about it. First off, the only person that's ever touched my face is this guy right here, Dr. Dhir. He is the best. He is a facial plastic surgeon, only does face. I actually got introduced to Dr. Dhir through a friend of mine. I met her on a shoot, and I don't even know how the conversation of like plastic surgery or fillers or Botox came up, but she was like, hey, I know this great guy. And I was like, no way, because I had already thought about it. I went on his website, saw all his work, his like reviews and everything. And then he also has an Instagram as well, where I saw a ton of his work and I was like, this is real good. I love Dr. Dhir because we're both on the same page. We just want a refreshed myself, but better look. He's very conservative, which I'm glad, because sometimes I can get a little crazy, but he's always like, no, like, let's be realistic. This is what we do. And yeah, that's just a little bit of the backstory. So I'm actually going to be showing you guys the real clips now, which is, I'm pretty sure, why 99% of you guys are here. It does look a little crazy, but mind you, this is pain-free. I didn't bruise. There was very minimal, like, non-noticeable swelling at all. But yeah, let's just hop right into the clips. Here in the little room, this is where everyone sits when they get their consultation with Dr. Dhir. There's me, hello. And then over here, which is probably one of like the funniest things, you guys, there's boob implants. You just have to do it. Trust me, the first time I came in here, I was like, yes. Dr. Dhir has a really nice view. And when it's not, oh, actually, I think you can see it today. When it's not super cloudy, you guys actually can see the Hollywood sign off in the distance. But right now, just besides a little spot concealing, I have like no concealer under my eyes at all. Honestly, I'm super excited to get this done because the first time I got it done, I really loved it. And then I've touched up once before, and now it's another touch up. Today, what I want to do is just a little bit of cheekbone and a little bit of Botox to give me sort of a fresh look. And yeah, you guys, I'm super excited. So through the magic of vlogging, I'll see you guys in a little bit when Dr. Dhir gets here. We are about to get started. Dr. Dhir just got here. Dr. Dhir, you want to say hello?
Hello everyone, how are you?
We're just here for touch-ups. This is not my first time getting it, so we're just doing a little bit of touch-ups here and there. Do you want to explain what we're doing today?
Sure, so as you can see, he looks very young and he's very attractive. So a lot of patients say, why would he want anything done? And we're just doing a customizing. It's what he sees. He's a non-surgical patient. He's got no gravity changes. He's not aging, but he does have volume changes like we all do, and they're personal to him. And so I've heard him, I've listened to him. Sometimes you have to customize it to the patient's needs, but keep them safe and make them always continue to look normal. I don't want to make him look amorphous or unhuman. But we're going to keep him giving what he wants. And the things are very simple. He wants his lines in his forehead. In the middle, these are called 11 lines. Raise up. Forehead lines are horizontal. We'll get those softened. I still want him to have facial expression. We'll really work on that. And his mid-face, he's bothered by a little volume loss under the eye. This is called the tear trough, where the tears fall down. It is a beautiful cheekbone and does fall off here, so I see what he's saying. Whether or not he needs it, it's not what I'm trying to say to anyone. What I'm trying to do is make my patient happy, and we like it when he's happy. So we're just gonna fill a little volume here so that it matches with his cheekbone. No one will really notice, but him, me, and maybe his closest people, and of course you all, since you guys know what's happening, but it's gonna still make him look natural. Also, he has got a nice big cheekbone here, but he feels that it's drooped down a little bit. So all we're gonna do is we'll do a little filler to suspend his cheekbone up a little higher, and that always lifts up the face, the jawline. It'll give him a little bit of more contour to his face. So these are very small, customized changes that we're gonna do for him. Keep him looking natural, which is most important, and of course keep him safe. Here we go. So we use a little numbing block, and this doesn't hurt. Did that hurt at all? Mm-hmm. All right, you will feel a little bit of a burn now. That's normal. You're doing amazing. And this will actually numb up the whole face where you feel zero pain for the whole procedure. Great job. You feel a burn? Good. Amazingly good. That's it, that's as much as it takes.
I actually felt like no pain at all. I do have somewhat of a high pain tolerance, but still this is like nothing. And I really enjoy that Dr. Dhir does this because all the places only do topicals, and I think I'd rather be fully numb than just a little bit numb.
It also helps with bruising when a patient is comfortable, their blood pressure stays low. If they're in pain, they get stressed and anxious, and it brings up the blood pressure. And this is a way that I can kind of cheat a little bit by improving my odds of not getting a bruise by making my patients very comfortable. A couple more of the nerve areas so that it numbs up far. We're going to be doing my cheek augmentation, and we're also going to use only a couple of needle pokes to do the whole procedure. And so I'm going to put a little bit of anesthesia where I enter, and this also helps with bruising by controlling the amount of bleeding you get with the needle. Good, you're amazing. You're not even moving at all. And that is in essence the entire numbing process. You're gonna feel your lips getting numb, your nose numb. You're gonna feel like you're drooling on yourself, but you're not, because you're gonna start to feel no sensation. And it doesn't truly hurt, but I'm not getting it done, so you tell everyone. It shouldn't hurt too badly.
I barely even like feel it. It just feels like a little prick, and that's it.
And I use the smallest needle. It's like a little mosquito. Put your brows together, and what you do, relax. We're just following this muscle. This one sometimes people tell me is the hardest one. You did great. Brows together, and relax. Great job. Last one, put the brows together, and relax. Great job. Forehead is the most artistic part. Tell patients that Botox is not the hardest thing to do, but there's a little art to it. Forehead is the most biggest art, so you want to go to someone who's well trained wherever you're going. Raise up and relax. And you want to put just enough to get a result, but you don't want to put too much where the brows start to feel like they're heavy. Raise up and relax. And this is just years and years of practice to get to the right feeling of how it looks, what you want. Raise up really high, good, and relax. Raise up and relax. All right, so that is your Botox. How was it?
So I didn't even feel a thing. You guys saw I was filming the whole thing, and that's what it is. It looks like little tiny pricks, and it goes away in literally what, like
10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. So when you see people get Botox and you see giant bumps, don't worry, it goes away right away.
Yeah, they call them the braille bumps of Botox.
So what are you gonna do next?
We are going to inject his under eye area and the cheekbone area. We have volume loss under the eyes and his cheekbone. He does have a beautiful cheekbone, so this is kind of his personal feeling. But I listen to each patient. I never do something I would never want to do if it's safe. So I do say no to patients sometimes, but he made a good point. He said that it's full here and doesn't continue here. And he feels that because there's no suspension here of bone, that it's a lot of cheekbone that's come down. I see that point, and so we are gonna build the cheekbone up to suspend it, and I think that's safe, and therefore that's why I said yes. Even though I do believe that he doesn't need fillers. He's very attractive, he looks young. I don't mean that everyone needs this. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to make the patient happy, and he asked for something that I think I can deliver. It's safe, and it should be a little bit. I don't really know that anything got done. And if he's happy, I'm happy. We're using fillers injected in the face, so I do use this betadine solution to help sterilize the skin. It's a beautiful concealer, I guess.
Color correct.
Yeah, you do this yourself, so you're good at it. So I've learned from you. I've contoured your cheekbones now.
This is what I look like when I go overboard with the bronzer.
You're saying I went overboard? All right. With Restylane, it's a product that I use under the eyes, is this tear trough. Again, There's not much that's necessary, I completely agree, but I do see what he said. We started with a small needle just to make it an entry level, and it shouldn't even bleed, as you can see. And I use this needle here. It looks long, but from one opening or two openings, I can treat the whole eye, and I can do it through small openings and not cause much swelling. And guess what? It is blunt. There's no sharp end on this needle, so it's very safe, and it helps me with bruising and swelling. It makes me feel very comfortable that I'm not going to do anything to damage anything in the area. You enter very carefully, and watch this. You should not feel any discomfort. And this is no sharp end, so there's no damage to the skin. Now I'm able to do my surgical skills is to know where my hand is anatomy-wise, and I'm able to put the filler where it needs to go. You might feel this a little bit because it's a little bit to the center, but you're doing great. You might feel like a kind of a little ding, but it'll have complete numbness in about 2 minutes. Good. How you doing?
Good. It literally just feels like pressure, but it doesn't hurt at all.
The filler is an instantaneous improvement. Botox is different. Botox needs 3 or 5 days to kind of start to work. 7-10 days is pretty good. But fillers themselves are instantly putting volume where they need to go. You might get a little swelling here and there, but in general, you get what you see. And as you can see now, I'm going to come out briefly. I've only just started. What I did was I started building this part here. On this part, you see there's a little hollow. I'm starting slowly. I've already gotten from here to here done. I'm going to keep going. How's your discomfort?
I literally feel nothing.
That's great.
I could probably take a nap right now.
Yeah, people always say that it looks painful, but I make sure that's why I do the numbing stuff is at the beginning. The block is to make you comfortable. Overall, this is very safe when done correctly. There are risks to this that you want to avoid. Go to someone well trained. And what I'm doing is I'm following the area that he feels is flat. And again, I'm using a very, very blunt needle, so there's no sharp end. So it's never going to damage the skin, and I'm not going to hit a blood vessel because it doesn't have a sharp end. I'm just using the exact anatomical plane that's safe. And there's not many blood vessels in this region. You can see I'm just taking my time and I'm fanning it. I'm trying to make it thin sheets of filler and not do like multiple needle pokes and droplets because you can get lumps and bumps. We've done the lower lid area, we got the tear trough region, and what he wants is he wants a little bit more contour to his cheek. Although he has a great amount of cheek here, we just want to continue on. And so what we do is we follow the natural cheekbone, and I do a lot of facial implants, so I just use that knowledge of where to put an injectable implant, pretty much is what it's called. And as you can see, it's instant, and we're just building his cheekbone up to suspend his face upward, and we're just following his natural bone. Okay, you might feel this. This is a little bit far from me. There we go. You okay? Mm-hmm. Good. You did amazing. And this is his natural cheekbone, meaning like the part that's the greatest part of where it sticks out. And I want to augment that a little bit because I've seen how you contour your face, so I know where you like your cheekbone, which is right in this region. Great. And that is about a half a syringe. I want to take it slow. And we may add a little bit more, but we're going to move on to the other side. On his right side, we completed the tear trough. I went around the lid and also gave him a cheekbone here. I would say it's one shade bigger than it'll come down. He was very adamant that there was an area here of depression. Again, this is why I customized it. It was safe, we added it, and he was right. It did bring up the cheekbone and also give him a little hollow in the cheek region here. So do that little face you always do, yeah. This is how a lot of us take selfies like this, which I've seen around the world, and I do it too in photographs. I'm not immune to this feeling of sucking in the cheeks. This is a way to get a little bit more contour here, and you do have a little inside here, and it does give you that look, that chiseled contour look. So you can see compared to the other side, you can see how high the cheekbone is. So I think we had a good start.
Even at this angle, right there.
Right there.
That's the angle.
Yep, it's up here, and on here, it ends here, which is lower.
So far, zero pain. You guys can see I've literally been like super chill. And yeah, I already look a billion times better.
never ever find the right words. And there's
What we're doing right now is actually evening out the other side. So far, we've only done the under eye right here, but now we're gonna go in with a little bit of Voluma and finish up the cheekbone.
you know me saying that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah. You know me saying that it feels right.
Are done. So we have done the cheekbones, we've done the under eye lesion, we did the Botox, and I think we got exactly what we wanted. Congratulations, man. No pain, nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did great. You can see that he was under less pressure or stress because he wasn't feeling any pain. When that happens, almost no bruising. I mean, I don't really think we might not get any, zero. There's nothing that I'm worried about for bruising. Maybe a little swelling, but there is a needle going in the face. You get a little reflex swelling tomorrow. The one day after is always the most swelling possible.
Yeah, I've never had any bruising at all. Minimal swelling always.
Oh, you're selling it too. I do get bruises sometimes.
I've never bruised. I've never bruised.
I've been lucky with it.
We're just finished up. Thank you so much, Dr. Dhir. You guys, this is not the end of the video. This is literally just like fresh right now. We just got done. We're gonna address some pretty common questions that you guys have.
All right, so we're gonna see him about 7-10 days up to 2 weeks after, because the swelling is gonna maybe come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be the day, 24 hours, the peak of his swelling, and after that it's gonna come down. And so I like to see everyone around 2 weeks, because then I'm able to see if I need to do any touch-ups or if I'm happy and proud, and of course if my patients are happy. So the most common questions are bruising, swelling, and the process after an injection. As you can see, it's instant. You got the result. If you do have bruising, it'll show up, but you know, if it does happen tomorrow, I suggest that my patients start pineapple juice. Pineapple juice helps with getting swelling and bruising to go away quicker. Patients should also use arnica over the counter, which is an herbal medication. Also, you're walking around the house, not taking it too easy, but I don't want any heavy lifting, but make sure you're walking, keeping stiff fluid, moving around your body. Swelling will happen tomorrow. That's another common question. How long is swelling? Well, to peak tomorrow, then it'll get better up to 5, 6, 7 days. Some patients need up to 10, but that's very rare. Bruising risk is very minimal, especially if you make the patient comfortable, but can happen. As you can see, it didn't happen here. And then patients always ask me, how long is it going to last? Every filler has a different length of time that it can stay, which means Restylane, which I put under the eyes, can last 9 months to a year. Voluma can be 1 to 2 years. But it really depends on, as it dissolves and comes down, on when the patient feels it cosmetically needs a touch-up. So I always say it's going to last 9 months to a year, 1 to 2 years, but everyone is very different about how much they want. So expect 6 to 9 months for sure, and then after that, everyone's different. Other than that, frequently asked question, is it fun? This is a great job, as we can do this, and so we hope to see you soon.
We just got done here at Dr. Dhir's office, and now I'm gonna be on my way home. You guys can see I got all of that done, under eyes, cheek filler, and my Botox, and I'm completely fine. I would actually recommend, if it's like your first time, having someone drive you, because the first time I did get a little lightheaded just from the like adrenaline and me being nervous, but I'm completely fine now. And now I'm just going to drive back home, and then I'll see you guys when we come for the follow-up in about a week or 2. Outfit of the day, green top, black pants, some boots, and a nice view. So we're back in the operating chair, and we're here 10 days later exactly. It's the day after Gen Beauty, and I'm here with Dr. Dhir for my post-op checkup.
Hello everyone. He had a good time at the party, and he's looking great. I saw some photographs of how he was looking, and I'm very proud. Let's take off the glasses real quick. All we did was something very subtle, and he tells me with the makeup it even looks more stunning. But as you can see, that there's that hollowness, this V here, it's called the tear trough, is filled where it's at least not shadowing down where it looks like a dark circle. It actually reflects light now, and we didn't over inject to make it look like a shelf. It has good eye contour. As well, it fills in, there's a reflection of light that makes him look younger or refreshed, or as he's got some sleep, so there's no darkness. And that's a lot of times we use makeup to contour the under eye area, but there's no makeup here, and no concealer, and no base, and what you can see is that it has a refreshed lower lid look. And this was just from doing the lower lid and the tear trough with Restylane. And we did a little bit of Voluma, which is for the cheek region, to help him contour, which lifts the cheek and also gives him a little contour in the jawline area. I'm looking forward to all of the rest of his posts, and thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye. So, all done at the office. Just stopped by for something really quick. I had no complications, just like every other time. No bruising, minimal swelling, and yeah, everything was quick and easy, and I love my results. those were the clips of what I got done. Again, we did the Botox for the forehead right here for the wrinkles, the labella, is it glabella or labella right here, so we don't have this, or the lines right here. We also did a little bit of the under eye filler just to reduce any hollowness. You guys can see now it looks super smooth with concealer. I have to use way less concealer whenever this is freshly done. I look just awake and yes, so good. And then we also did a little bit of the same Restylane right here in the cheeks just to give a little bit of an apple, and Voluma right here to give a little bit of a lift, which is probably honestly my favorite thing that I did, because if you notice, there is a lot less texture of my face. Even in Gem Beauty, when I saw people in person, they were like, what have you been doing to your skin? And I was like, nothing, just a little something, you know. So yeah, this is what I look like now as of January 31st, which is when I'm filming the voiceover, and I am healed, nothing hurts, everything is settled in. My Botox looks great. I still have expression right here. You guys can see I'm like excited, man. Yeah, I love my results 100%. If you guys are interested in visiting Dr. Dhir, he is located in Beverly Hills. You can find him right here. His page is Dhir Plastic Surgery on Instagram. You guys should really check him out because he has amazing before and afters. He has my before and afters on there, as well as a ton of his other patients. Also on his Instagram story, he posts his actual surgeries. Like you can see someone getting their nose done or a facelift by Dr. Dhir on his Instagram story. So make sure you check him out on Instagram, his website. Everything you need to know will be listed down below as well, just in case you don't want to pause it right here. Everything is listed down below. Alright, so that was my experience with plastic surgery, and I really hope you guys learned something, because I meant for this video to be informational, educational, and yeah, any other questions that you might have, leave them in the comments below. Snap me, tweet me, DM me, everything. I'm under Edgar's Makeup, so if you want to find me anywhere else on social media, Edgar's Makeup. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I really hope you enjoyed my experience. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this? Do you like how I look? Have you ever had anything done? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.